Yo, what's up everyone? It's Destiny Ranks here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 10 rarest ships in Destiny 2 Lightfall. Before we get into the ranking though, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, and if you do enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like to help support the channel. I post new ranking videos every week, and with that being said, let's get right into the ranking. Coming in at number 10, we have the Lunar Growl. Only 0.7% of players actually own this ship, and it was released during the Bungie 30th anniversary celebration. Personally, I think it's a pretty cool looking ship, but it probably just got lost in the shuffle with all the other cosmetic items that came out during that time, and not that many people actually picked it up. It also really doesn't have anything flashy going on with it, so I can see why only a limited number of people actually got it. Coming in 9th place, we have the Xenothalastic Voyage. Not only is its name hard to pronounce, it's also pretty rare. Only 0.69% of players own the ship, and this ship it has a super unique design, and you would think that more players actually own it, but it was released in a bundle during the Season of the Plunder, so I'm just assuming that nobody actually wanted to purchase that bundle. Now on to the number 8 spot, we have the Upward Spiral. I couldn't actually find the ship in the collection, so a picture from Google is all you guys are going to get, but this ship was owned by 0.52% of players, and it's the only ship on this list that's actually legendary. It was released way back in the Forsaken expansion, and it was part of a bundle that only sold for a single week, which completely explains why this ship is super rare. In the number 7 spot, we have the Moonshadow Hop. This ship is only owned by 0.51% of players. This was released as a bundle for the Year of the Rabbit, and once again, I'm assuming a lot of players never got this since it was released in a bundle. This is a pretty cool looking ship though, and I'm surprised that barely anybody owns it. Keep in mind though, this is a newer ship, and I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes less rare as time goes on. Coming in at number 6, we have the Ascendant Event. Kind of a weird name, Bungie, but this ship is only owned by 0.34% of players. It's probably only rare because it's a newer ship, and once again, it will probably become less rare as time goes on, but it also has a super basic design, and I can see why nobody would want to get this ship. Sorry again, I could only find this image on Google as I couldn't find the ship in the collections. In the number 5 spot, we have the Unknown Worlds Explorer. This ship is only owned by 0.29% of players, and we're starting to get into the really rare ships now. This was released as part of the Season of the Risen starter pack, which kind of helps to explain why it's so rare. And it's also kind of goofy looking, and while I personally like it, I can see why a lot of players might not. At number 4, we have the Exohelion. Only 0.28% of players own this ship, and this was part of the subroutine bundle during the Season of the Seraph. It's a pretty sleek looking ship, but once again, it falls victim to being in a bundle, which is why it's so rare. Once again though, not very flashy, so I wouldn't justify spending my money to get this. Now coming in third, we have the Ark's Courier. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but this ship is only owned by 0.22% of players. It was released as part of the Arc 3.0 cosmetics, and I guess most players just didn't find it appealing, including myself. It's also very basic and a boring ship that really doesn't compare to many of the other awesome ships Destiny 2 has, but that being said, the ship is super rare, so if you own it, at least you have that. Coming in at number 2 is the Impermeable Tanker. Only 0.15% of players own this ship, making it the second most rare ship in the entire game. It probably gets its rarity because the only way you could get it was with silver, since it was in the Season of the Plunder starter pack. All that being said though, I personally think this ship looks super cool and I would love to own it, but it is a goofy looking ship, so if you don't like it, that's completely understandable. Finally, coming in at number 1, we have the Gravitic Keel. Once again, don't know if I'm saying that right. This is the rarest ship in the game, and it's only owned by 0.12% of players. It was released in the Season of the Seraph starter pack, which is probably, the reason why it's so rare. I think it looks cool, but it's definitely not something I would ever buy, and I've never actually seen anyone using this ship. If anyone watching this actually has it, leave a comment down below because you own the rare ship in the entire game. So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you guys did enjoy it. Like I said, please leave a comment and consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And with that being said, see you guys in the next video.